Hello, welcome in the next video. Today I would like to do a post-build review of a Type 95 kyūgo tank. So this is the hero of today's video. It is a Type 95 tank from Fine Molds. This model was released in a limited edition to celebrate the restoration of an original tank that is presented on the box art. Due to that, inside the box there is this. It's a small booklet where we can find some information about the restored tank history. Really nice pictures of the Type 95 and technical description. I really like the photos of the details of the tank with separate modules, like over here front hull and machine gun, hatches, interior, and on this page the additional external equipment. All of this information helped during the model build, and I use it frequently. For example, I learned that shovel and pickaxe were painted in khaki color and had wing nuts holding them down on the fender. On the next pages are pics from the interior, and it's a pity that I do not understand Japanese and I cannot read what is written over here. Okay, let's go to the tank itself. Here it is. I built it almost straight out of the box. The real tank was partially riveted, partially welded to save mass, and it is depicted on the model surfaces. We got rivets and we got also weld seams. All pin marks are hidden and not visible from the outside, except the ones that are at the bottom surfaces of the fenders. And yeah, and I think that those are the only ones that you need to fill with putty. Parts were also free of flash. The model is equipped with a couple photo etch parts, where at the most important one is the mesh for the exhaust cover at the back. Let's have a closer look at the details. Lamps, 2 at the front and 1 at the back, are equipped with separate parts that imitate glass, which is also a nice feature. Front fenders have some bended texture that is visible after the painting. There is no interior, however the interior details of the hatches are present. At the front and back we have separate hooks that looks really nice. They are separate parts. Smaller parts like handles are up to scale and are round, so it's also a plus. I think that you don't need to replace them with a wire. Last issue that I had during the assembly was a nasty seam line on commander's cupola. This is the only place where you will need the putty for this particular kit. One thing that I noticed thanks to the booklet is that under the front fender there should be additional rubber mudguards that were keeping the tracks clean, and we would need to add them for accuracy. Other small thing that is standard are missing holes for the machine gun and the gun itself. Other than that, the model is accurate and does not create any problems in assembly. I didn't have the exact drawings or the plans of in scale, but in general, when I looked and compared the model with the photographs from the booklet and from the internet, it looks like that the position and number of rivets, seam lines, and general shapes of the tank are correct. Suspension is good, not overcomplicated like in some other kits. Some smaller details at the front. Over here the hatch handles, they are really nice and they are separate parts. Over here at the back fender we got the tools and the jack, and thanks to the booklet I know that we are missing wing nuts on the brackets holding them. so I probably will add them. One of the characteristic things about the Japanese tanks is the Mitsubishi type suspension, which is severe sagging the tracks, and also the sprocket wheels with characteristic shape. Tracks in the model are link and length type parts that are a good compromise between the detail and the frustration. What is positive is that using this approach you can easily replicate exactly the same sag on the both sides of the tank, and it looks really nice. In summary, this is a very good kit, not frustrating. However, due to the size, it requires some patience and cautious assembly. Probably the most difficult part will be to add the Japanese camo over it, which basically is my next step. And at the end there are a couple pictures of the build model without my shaking camera, where you can clearly see the details. I do not have a special big match, so this is a normal standard one, so we can clearly see how big the model is. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Big thanks for watching. See you in the next one, and goodbye.